Good afternoon, everybody. How's it going? My name is Sugarcat. If you don't know who I am, welcome to my car. I'm currently sitting here in the driveway. We're at my mom-in-law's right now. We're picking up our dogs that we dropped off here. I am home. I am back in Canada. You might be asking yourself, hey Sugarcat, why aren't there any videos? Why weren't there any videos? Why were you a big lazy dum-dum? Well, it was a really interesting time, that's why. It's no small secret that for the past, 5 or 6 years, I've been a huge sufferer of anxiety, social anxiety, depression, all that stuff. A couple days into the trip, I started experiencing those panic attacks again, those anxiety attacks. And it's not like, for people that have it, you don't really know why it happens. There's no reason why it would happen. I don't have any reason for it to happen, but it just happens. And I have a hard time being in crowds. And if you've been to Europe before, you know that Europe is one big crowd. So I'm sitting there trying to record, and there's just people everywhere, and you just get the conscious feeling that they're all watching you, and you start panicking, and it just all falls apart. But then I start worrying about being there for you guys, and I'm like, okay, I'm letting them down, and then the depression starts in, and then the depression works with the anxiety, and then it all comes crumbling down. For anybody that has to deal with that, I know what you're going through. It sucks. So here we are today. It is, I don't even know what day it is anymore. It's 2:30 in the afternoon my time, which is 6:30 p.m. for what I'm used to. It's why I kind of look tired. We landed yesterday around lunchtime. I'm still kind of trying to adjust. This place is 2 hours from my home, so thankfully we got here okay. It's a bit of a tricky adjustment after almost 3 weeks of being in a different place. I start back to work tomorrow night, which is unfortunate, which kind of sucks. I have 4 days in a row of 12-hour back shifts, the usual. This reminds me of something. Remember, do you guys remember PewDiePie had a vlog that he was doing a long time ago? It's probably 2 or 3 years now. It's called Birdabo. He had a video from his car as well where he had a bit of a mental anxious breakdown. This is more of just a hello, just to let you guys know that I'm alive and I haven't forgotten about you, and I really feel terrible but not getting videos up. I did record a lot though of just what we saw around there, and I'm hoping to get that edited up just so you guys can see what I did. We went to quite a few places. We flew in to London on the 20th, and from there we went down to Switzerland, up to France, up to Belgium, up to the Netherlands, flew over to Scotland, then flew over to Ireland, where we came back home. Mugdock is currently over there still right now. He's over there until I think Monday, which is like 5 days from now, and he's probably gallivanting through the woods, having a glorious time, living it up in Scotland, and I'm so jealous of him that he's still there and I gotta go to work. But it is how it is. In case you guys didn't know who went with us, it was me, my wife, my little guy, Mugdock, my mother, and her husband. Big giant group of us went over this trip this time. It was 17 days long. Didn't really feel that long. I think I'm just used to the longer trips, and it really wasn't that bad. But it's good to be home in a way. I do miss Canada. It's nice. It's a beautiful day. It's like plus 11 Celsius or something. I'm kind of all over the place in this video. That's probably the anxiety. It's probably just me rambling on. I tend to just keep going on random tangents. I'm like, look at the channel. This is what's going on the channel. What did I have for supper tonight? I don't know what I had for supper last night, actually. Did I eat anything? I don't think I ate last night. I might have had coffee. I usually just have coffee anyways. I'm hoping to make some sort of enormous change to the channel, because even though we've been experiencing decent growth, we're at a little below 50 subs a day right now. It's not gaining the kind of traction to really propel it to where I can do this full time. So I need to figure out a way to reinvent the channel. I mean, I don't want to get rid of the gaming. I love the gaming. But I don't know how to do it where I can profitize off it. Is that even a word? I don't know if profitize is even a word. I'm going to make stuff up. Just make it all now. I just don't know how. This isn't 2011 to 2013. I don't know how to properly do this where I can turn this into a job. I mean, it's growing decently, but I can't get that. Like I'm clawing at this icy mountain that I'm sliding down, and I'm getting footholds, but I'm just not going quick enough. I have some ideas in my head that I'm going to toy with over the next little while. There might be some changes to the channel. I really enjoy the live streams, but I might dial them back a little bit because I do miss the pre-recorded content. what would you guys, and that's kind of a neat view, what would you guys think about a Patreon type format? Because it would be a way to not only motivate myself to make sure that I provide content for you guys, but as a way that I'd be able to even start dialing back my work hours to get paid to do this. Because this is what I want to do with my life. I want to entertain. I realized on this trip how much I want to make this channel into something important. I want to actually make a change. I actually had a dream. This is, okay, let's dial it back a little bit. I had a dream about a week ago while we were on the trip. I can't remember where we were, but I woke up from it. It was so vivid that I remember it perfectly. Markiplier came to me in my dream. Now you might be like, oh, that's weird. It gets weirder. He owned a factory, and it was like a 6-level factory, and he was taking me on a tour, and he was showing me all these things that the Markiplier factory, I don't know if it had a name, they created things, like, but it was weird. It was like clothing and furniture and stuff, and he was like, this is something that you have to strive to do. You have to branch out. You got to be different. And he kept pumping it in my head. He was like, you can't keep doing the same thing on YouTube. You have to change the game. You have to be unique. You have to be one of a kind to want to do this. You got to be the one person that everyone wants to go see. And it was like, what? I woke up and there was a big light bulb in my head. I'm like, okay, I do got to do it. Thank you, Dreamland Markiplier. So that was kind of strange. But it was a little bit motivational as well. Because if this was 6 years ago, what I'm doing right now probably would have worked. It probably would have like gotten 1 million subscribers, would have been rich and famous right now, but it's not going to happen this way. So I have to kind of mix it up. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing for a little while, but while I'm doing it, I'm going to have a serious think tank on the go. Because I want to be the biggest gaming YouTuber in Canada. Maybe not the world. I don't want that kind of pressure. Canada works fine, though. And I honestly believe that this community can do it. I believe in you guys. I believe in myself. I believe in our ability to push this thing. So just bear with me for a little while. Things might get a little bit wacky for a little bit. You might see some content that you're like, what in the hell is this guy doing? It might be me eating a jar of jelly beans. Who knows? We're going to throw a whole bunch of things at the wall and see what sticks. Might even bring back Sugarcat After Dark 2.0 because I had a lot of comments on my PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds videos while I was away. People saying, oh, the old Sugarcat was funnier. The old Sugarcat swore more. See, you got to realize that monetization is kind of finicky on YouTube unless you're like a really big YouTuber. And if I start swearing again, monetization is going to go all the way down. And we got to be really picky about where we throw in swear words. Plus, I want my content to be a little bit more available to everybody as well. So we'll keep it, here's family friendly. We're going to be right about here. Right about here. A little bit of edge to it to keep everyone pleased across all spectrums. I think I'll leave that here for now.